people say like, "What you even doing on this on the land?" And that it's almost rare that people turn on land
I
and
think,
look,
I
no
think,
one
I
ever
think,
normally sees them. So I feel like
nah,
they're the highest
Someone fill
level.
me in on what's going on right now. Like, what you man?
We're discussing Shanks' lineage.
Okay, what?
I
So
think, I
he's
think the
it's
same for
pretty
all of
much
them.
that.
I said Shanks is a celestial, innit?
Yeah. That's what it's looking like. He's a Garland. He's a Figurlin, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's what all the signs lead to.
yeah,
But then
because you
what
got to
type
think,
is because, but then what type? Because it then gets on to, okay, is he a celestial dragon like Charlotte
yeah,
in terms of like his families and just civilians
yeah,
out
because
there? Or is he a celestial dragon in terms of like those Flamingo, who they were actually kings and they
nah,
were banished and sent down?
I feel like he's a figurant who just went rogue.
I think I don't even think he went rogue because Roger found
I
him as
don't
a
think he
child,
went.
so he never had the chance to
So
go
yeah,
rogue.
because
That's what
he
I'm
was at
saying.
so you feel like when everyone turned up to God Valley, he was there, and then Roger found
Yeah,
him at God
yeah,
Valley.
because in the Uta film that none of you man watched, Shanks is in the film, and
That's
he's found in a treasure chest. So he was
Yeah,
definitely a part of them that
in
because
God
if you
Valley.
look at the Rock flashback here, what we got in
Yeah,
Wano
because
towards the end, it was like it was half, or was it in
yeah,
Egghead? One of the two, but
yeah,
it was like a half thing.
because I was watching the Rocks thing, and I'm not like I think that Blackbeard might be Roxy's son.
Yeah, because you know another thing that
yeah.
happened, yeah,
I was
midweek,
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
that because of their
You know,
dreams.
last week when Saturn said, yeah, that
yeah,
Blackbeard's lineage is
it
special,
is wild.
right?
Yeah, I think Blackbeard Rox's son.
A lot of man's come on YouTube, yeah, and they're talking about, he's a Lunarian, all this, that.
Nah, I think
But
he's Rox's son because you
lineage,
got to think.
fam, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because it's his lineage. He didn't say his race. He said his lineage.
Yeah,
So
because you got to think. God
his
Valley only
parents,
happened. Remember, Rox only turned up to God Valley because something was taken from him. He was drawn
from
there.
him, innit? Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So I reckon Blackbeard was kidnapped and taken to God
You
Valley, and
think?
Rox has gone to get him back. Because you got
Hey.
to think, when God Valley happened, Blackbeard was 10.
But at the same time, yeah, I feel like
And you got to think
I would lean
then why
towards
couldn't Shanks
more
be his son?
something like an ancient weapon or a treasure, where it's like the way Rox was able to rally the likes of Big Mum, Kaido,
yeah,
Shiki,
but I
all them man's
reckon
not coming to rescue your you.
yeah. So no,
Yeah, no, there's no way.
no, that's true. That is
There's
true.
no
But
way.
I do feel like Blackbeard had a part to
Especially
play.
with
But I do feel like
I,
Blackbeard is 100% Rox's son.
I would love it, yeah, if he's actually not related to Rox because he's already inherited his will.
yeah,
So
that's what I was gonna
I've
say. I was gonna say I think he's his son because of his will, the inherited
yeah.
will. We finally found out. Okay, Blackbeard always said, okay, yeah, he always said kind of he
to
wants
be
this or
fair,
he wants to go.
wouldn't that be the first? Because a lot of people in this new generation have inherited the will of someone from the older
Yeah,
generation. But I think this is going to be, if it is Rox, that's his dad. This will be the first father and son that's on the same shit. Usually, Oda likes the
yeah.
theme of the kid and the parent being on different type shit. So for
No,
them to,
Yeah,
that's why I'm hoping.
I don't know
I would
because
prefer it to be someone else.
no, because you see what I reckon we're gonna get a mad flashback.
I'll
Because
say the opposite.
I reckon originally, Dragon and Garp were on the same shit. I reckon Dragon was a Marine before.
No, they clearly have a disconnect because if you look at
Yeah, but I feel like they have a
especially
disconnect
with
because
Dragon
Dragon
saying he
left the
spent some
Marines.
time with the Marines. If he was really on the same page as Garp, he'll be there today. He'll be
No,
Fleet Admiral.
no, that's what I'm saying. No, I reckon they started off on the same page.
Oh
Dragon
yeah.
become a
Oh,
Marine, and
okay.
then he
For
cut.
sure.
And
Yeah.
also, yeah, I literally see it as the opposite because if you look at it, Garp, Dragon, and Luffy all want the same thing. They just want it in different ways,
Yeah,
and
facts,
they're,
Yeah,
facts.
they're literally going different ways about it. Bonnie and Kuma want the exact same
But
thing.
but
They
but
want
but that's what
a
I'm
little bit
saying.
NiKa,
If
just in different ways.
if Blackbeard is Rox's son, they're on the same shit the exact same way.
Different ways.
yeah.
Same way. They're both pirates and they both want to be king of the world. That would be the first time that they're on the same exact shit.
But okay, pause. But then that would still make sense because Blackbeard is
Yeah,
the
it
only
would
one.
make sense. If
No,
anything,
no,
that is the usual anime trope.
I'm saying, wait. I'm saying that would still make sense because Blackbeard is the only one out of all of Bonnie or Luffy that actually knows their parents' dreams. Luffy didn't know Dragon's dream, and Bonnie didn't
Whoa,
know.
that's jumping the gun, saying he knows his, but we don't know yet if it's
We don't even know who
completely.
Luffy's mum is. We have no idea. We don't even know who she
I
is, where
think
she's
And
from.
also, yeah,
that's
you
what
know
he's
what I'm
doing.
thinking.
Luffy doesn't know the point.
Saturn, the way how he
Mm,
calls people insects, yeah.
mm,
Would he consider Rox's lineage, or Roger's lineage in him having Ace? Would a man like Saturn consider their bloodline special?
Yeah, I feel like with Rocks, maybe not Roger, but with Rocks, with him rumored to be that
mm,
strong and have that many yonkers under his command, and for him to be like
But
the
do you
strongest
think
alive.
Saturn will value his offspring and say that, as the man said, as is his lineage? Saturn
mm.
himself
I think
agrees
I
that
think
the
he meant
lineage is
the
special. I don't think, yeah.
I
Okay,
think
okay,
he meant
wait.
the
Do,
will of
do
the.
you think Saturn would have said that Ace's lineage is special? Because
Uh, yeah,
Roger is a better version of Rox.
I think he meant the will of the.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think he
you
meant the
know,
special
that's
lineage of
why,
the will
yeah,
of the.
Team Worth, it would be a bit of a plot hole if they know. I don't really want the ancient king, not the ancient kingdom, the world government to really know the truth about the D entirely, because if it's prophesized that they're special, which by default we know they probably are, it's like, why did you not snuff Luffy out? Why did you not snuff all the D's out when they make a name for themselves? They really let these man parade the seas. Like, there's a lot of D's out there. They let all these man. I just hope they don't know, fam, or don't know the whole truth. Emu would though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But
I
what you man
reckon
saying
Vegapunk
for?
knows. I reckon that's what the
Yeah, that's
video
what I
is.
was about to bring up.
I reckon Vegapunk's gonna like, mention the word century and the actual names of the Lost Kingdom.
Boy, if that's how it goes down, then that's way, for me. That's way ahead of schedule. Like, I always had
Well,
it,
you got
like, my head
three.
canon the whole time. Yeah, was the world is gonna find out about the truth when the One Piece is
Luffy
found.
becomes Pirate King. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like so the only other way he can bring it out is if he tells. So might have two theories: either he reveals the existence, or he starts to hint towards what happened in the Void Century. Because remember, you got to think it's been heavily implemented that the only reason that Saturn and Kizaru are there is because Vegapunk was in researching the Void Century.
Mm,
So the
yeah.
video would make sense to be connected to the Void Century, and you got to think this is the fail-safe video. The video was only going to get played once Vegapunk himself had died.
But you know what's mad? Yeah. You know the whole concept of how Luffy didn't want to know from Rayleigh whether the One Piece
Yeah,
was real or not, and
yeah.
how Rayleigh basically advised Robin to go on her own journey. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
if Vegapunk has the information to tell the world details about the Void Century, yeah, isn't that locking off certain man's like journey? Like, that's why I think whatever he does, it's got to be
That's
like a
why.
coded message. Like, he
That's
can't
why
just
I
come
feel like.
out and just drop
That's why
gems like that.
it might not be the Void Century. So he might. So I feel
It
like
has to be
there's three.
something soft. It has to be something
I
light.
feel like yes. I feel like I've got three theories as to what the video is. One, I feel like it could be that the existence, maybe not the Void Century, but the existence of the Lost Kingdom and Lost Civilization. That's one theory I got. Two is maybe he reveals the existence of Inu. And then the last theory I think is that he reveals that Luffy is NiKa and that NiKa has returned.
Now that would be a good one. That's the one I think maintains the pacing and makes the most sense, because I don't feel like it's Vegapunk's place to tell the
Yeah.
world about
But I feel like
Emu or
I
the.
think it
I think
I don't
NiKa
think
will be good.
I don't think Vegapunk knows of Emu's existence. So I feel like he might be
He
revealing to the
shouldn't.
world
He
that
shouldn't. That's
so the,
not. He shouldn't know about Emu's existence. He's only ever had
so
to deal with the Gorosei.
yeah, so now so I feel like he then it's gonna be him telling the world that Sun God NiKa has returned and that
Mm,
Luffy is NiKa, and then I feel like the
yeah,
video then is gonna explain who and what NiKa is.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be him saying that there is somebody that finally the king of the world, that somebody sits on that throne.
So he might reveal that as well. That when they say that the throne of the where the whole rumors of the throne being seatless and no one sits at the top, he might reveal that someone does sit there. He doesn't know who.
He's gonna say that. He's gonna say the world government's a sham.
Yeah, and then revealed.
That's probably the best one. Like,
And then that will probably
that's the idea I like. That's the idea I like.
and then if he does that and reveals NiKa and then reveals that Luffy is NiKa and the face of deliberation.
I don't think he should do
even
that. That's added pressure on Luffy.
Wait. Let's put some critical thinking into it. Because it can't be
Emu's existence.
Not of Emu's existence, but he knows of the Supreme. He knows that there's someone above the Gorosei. Remember, he's been a part of the world government for how long?
What? So, do you think he
And
knows
also,
that of
I
just
feel
being
like-
in the world government, or do you think he knows that from
I feel like
reading?
he's realized
Okay,
something,
then.
and learned something. But then also, you got to
Logically,
remember,
that makes sense. But
Vegapunk has also been a part of the world government for a very long time around the Gorosei, and also on top of that, he was also a part of the Revolutionary Army.
loosely.
I don't think from the revolutionary.
Not full a part of it, but like he's connected to them.
No, but I don't think they have any information on Emu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think revolutionaries know about Emu yet.
Plus we're forgetting is that Sabo learned of Emu's existence before Egghead as well.
Yeah, but Sabo went there himself to see that shit.
Yeah,
that's not something you find out about. Sabo
who's to say?
And you know the way Sabo broke that news to Dragon was as if he knows Dragon don't know that shit.
Yeah,
but who's to say? But who's to say that Dragon hasn't reached out to Vegapunk?
Not yet.
And said what since?
Not in all this chaos.
No, not in all this facts. Not in all this turmoil that's going on right now. Dragon hasn't had the time to reach out to a Vegapunk.
Actually, he has. He actually has. He
Dragon's
showed it in the
spoken to
last
Vegapunk.
episode. He actually showed. He actually said it in the last episode that literally came out. He literally called Vegapunk.
Yeah.
He actually called him.
Yeah, so he called Vegapunk. So Vegapunk is aware of Emu's existence.
He could be, yeah. It's very possible.
He could be, yeah. Because
Dragon...
we've seen Sabo divulge the information, so yeah.
Yeah, because Dragon told Sabo, and then so Sabo told Dragon, and Dragon's called Vegapunk.
I'm saying, but in the episode, did we see the conversation?
No.
And was this conversation before the start of Egghead?
It was literally during.
It would have been during, innit? Because that's when we would have seen that he called him.
Well, we didn't see that in the chapter.
That's what these men saying.
Yeah, I see it in the episode right now.
Yeah, so if it's in the episode, it's in the chapter, isn't it?
Yeah, that makes sense because Sabo found out the information after Egghead started.
Yeah, they're saying it's during.
That's what I'm saying, but then for him to now tell Sabo
what's that noise?
So I'm parking in it. I'm home now.
Sabo made his way back.
Mute your mic.
So
no.
So I'm gonna do it now. My bad.
When Sabo found out and managed to escape the Gorosei, he made his way back and saw Dragon in person. So when he saw Dragon in person, from that point,
he hasn't seen Dragon in person, has he?
He has, isn't it? When he got back.
Yeah,
Sabo, innit? Yeah, when he got back.
Oh, he did.
That's what I was saying. He didn't call Dragon. He went back like in his presence. He went back to safety.
Yeah, so he saw Dragon back in person, and then Dragon picked up that. Then Wishing phoned someone, and it was Vegapunk that he called.
Oh yeah.
I think I might remember that.
Yeah, maybe he told him then. Yeah. But then actually, no. Do you know why it still can't be what the message is? Because this is a pre-recorded message. So Vegapunk, this message that Vegapunk's coming to tell us.
So we know.
So he found this information out this day, so it can't be that, right?
No, but we don't know the time frame in terms of the days between that phone call and. Yeah.
No.
Remember, this all went one day. So we don't know exactly how long.
Do you know what? Yeah, the way you put it, like it could just be that what Sabo saw, the world is gonna see or hear about.
Yeah,
it could just be that. That makes the most sense. Okay, that this guy exists.
Yeah.
But
So I feel like I feel
Uh,
like everything. I
that's
feel,
what
or
I
NiKa
don't
wanted.
like it though because I don't like people like
and I
Blackbeard,
feel
yeah,
like
just
it's
getting
gonna
that information
be.
for free.
Then I feel like it's gonna be revealed. Like
Like,
Sabo's gonna say
I think
exactly what
everyone
happened to
already knows.
King Nefertarian and reveal how the not the Gurusei, how the Celestial Dragons became to be
I
and the
don't think
actual
that's
truth.
Vegapunk's place, you know. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, but it's his. Yeah. So here's the thing, though.
None
It
of it
might
is
not
his
be as.
place.
After he took all
It,
their money to do the shit he's been doing, and
yeah,
now he's
but here's
coming
the
to
thing,
try
though.
expose them on the way out.
So it might not be his place, but remember, this was only put into place because he died.
Yeah, yeah. Because Sanji said to him, "Why are you smiling?" So the
If they
death
left,
message
if they,
is already in motion.
yeah. So if they left him alive, this doesn't come out.
Facts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think this is a death message. I think the
Yeah.
message is triggered upon his death.
I don't
Yeah.
think
So
he
I
died
feel
though.
so this is a revenge thing.
Mm.
So
think
he's done this on purpose.
well, what's it?
So
I'm in two minds. I think
Do you know what I would like? I
him
would
and
prefer for it to be us finding out about what was in all them books.
yeah,
nah,
that's what
I feel like what
Because
happened with Sabo is
imagine,
going to be
yeah, I feel
broadcast.
like I would rather get new information that I don't know rather than the world finding out what Sabo showed us.
Yeah, but then it goes back to the thing of maybe we're not ready to learn about the Void Century just yet.
no. Do you know what it is here?
How
I
else is
think
the name gonna
I
get
think there's
out though?
two ways. I think there's two ways. I think the first way is him just saying there's someone that rules the world and it's email kind of thing, and the world government
Yeah,
needs
so
to decide.
I feel like
And
for me, I
the
feel like
second way, and the second way, I think he might just go through when they did the master film on O'Hara
yeah,
and all the books were put
yeah,
into the film. I think he might just go through
but
certain
do you,
information and pieces of the Void Country that are relevant to today.
yeah, but I don't
It
feel
might
like
not be a whole expose.
yeah, but I don't feel like it's the Void Century. Do you know? I feel like it's going to be what we learned for Sabo because it makes sense in terms of the storyline. Because we all know we're getting ready for the war, for that's the supreme war for Dragon to make its move. Vegapunk releasing this story benefits Dragon more than anyone.
I don't think that war is as close as you might think.
Like,
Everyone thinking. I must have seen on Joy Boy's stream thing. I can't remember. I was watching. It must have been a month ago. I don't watch him over a year or that. But they must have had like his own. He must have made like a little 15, 20 minute video, and the video was on Oda when Oda, not an FBS, but he must have had like some little interview thing, yeah, where they were asking him about basically about the current chapters about how he thinks Luffy's gonna bust it basically. And Oda was
yeah,
even saying that the next island after Egghead isn't decided yet, or basically wasn't decided yet, and that Oda basically had a choice. Oda was basically like talking in third person, saying that he had a choice between whether
who on side?
Whether Luffy will win this battle or not. And he was saying if Luffy doesn't win this battle, then Elbaf won't be the next island. It will circumvent and it will have to go through a different route. But he was speaking in third person, saying basically he's not sure if he'll be able to control it and stop Luffy from winning this battle, basically. So it's kind of leaning towards that Luffy's gonna win and he's gonna like obviously defeat
Yeah. So
Zoro
do you
and
not
escape Egghead. But he was
do you
saying
not
if not, then they're not going Elbaf next.
yeah, so do you not feel Luffy defeats Saturn and Kizaru, or because I see some that I was looking online, some people reckon Kizaru's a double agent because it's like he didn't want to defeat Bonnie. He could have
That's what
easily took
some
Bonnie down.
that was my theory at first, innit? At first, yeah,
The
when
double agent thing's dead, man.
that Robin and all that, his compassion made him say, okay, cool, I'm gonna have to leave the world government if I can't run it my way. Cool, boom, I'm gonna have to go follow my own side. Fujitora, just seeing the world, the state of the world and everything like that, at Dressrosa, he already turned his actions or turned a blind eye to Luffy and Law and stopped Doflamingo, or basically hindered Doflamingo and did
I
that
think he
way.
already knew from day because he
With
blinded himself.
That's what I'm saying. With Kizaru, I thought this was Kizaru's point with Bonnie and Vegapunk and Kuma of saying, okay, well, this is his compassionate side of out of servitude, he's gonna do what he needs to do, but at some point there'll be a tipping point in which, and this arc is where I thought it would come, The tipping point being, well, when he sees what the Gorosei is doing and discovers, maybe from this message that Vegapunk's going to say, discovers something that tips him over the edge to say, okay, cool, listen, I can't mess with this no more, and whatever. But obviously, all the admirals don't want to die in it, so they'll do it their own way. So if Fujitora still stick with
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
Aoki will leave
It's the
after
first
Aoki
time we've
dies.
seen Kizaru conflicted.
That's what I'm saying.
Every other
So
time we've seen
I think,
Kizaru is
I
on
think,
smoke.
I think, I think the most strong-headed one, and I think Kizaru is way stronger than this. I think more people could have died if Kizaru was on it. But I'm saying the last
In
one,
Egghead, you mean?
yeah, of course. If Kizaru actually wanted people dead, Vegapunk could have died like 10 chapters ago. It could have been over ages ago. He's been messing around even from when Luffy
Yeah,
dashed
we've never
and
seen
he
him
came back.
really try
Yeah, we never seen him like
ever.
actually put in effort.
And then now
But
we're
the
But
seeing
thing
him in the
this is
place where
what
he's
I'm saying.
compromising because he has a
but
This is
wait, wait,
why.
relationship
But
with the
this is why I
wait,
ops.
feel like Kizaru
wait,
might be
the
like
last
he's
one, the last
contemplating
one.
his sense of justice because you got to
That's
think
what
as
I'm
a
saying.
one.
He is, but I
He
don't
could
think
have
he's gonna come
easily.
full circle and
He,
come to the good side. I don't think he will.
maybe not. But you got to think
He's
he could have
50
killed
years
Bonnie
old,
at
fam.
any. You got to
But
think
see,
he could have killed Bonnie at any point, and
that's what
he
I'm
also
saying.
he's
And see
also
the last
aware
one.
that as long as Bonnie lives, Luffy has control of the pacifists. He's
Yeah,
aware of this, and he's still
and
not looking to
also
take Bonnie's head.
Yeah, but do you know what
and
it is? Do you
and
know what it is? He
wait, wait,
understands,
wait,
yeah, that
wait,
Luffy's not
wait,
evil
wait, wait,
pirate,
let me
yeah.
just
And
explain.
two,
Yeah.
why are you out here trying to kill a 12-year-old girl at the same time, fam?
But wait. For me,
He ain't
what
trying to
ties
do
it
that.
in?
It's
What
his
ties
job
it
though.
in?
He's been
The last one.
commanded to.
For
Fuck
me, what
that
ties it
job.
in? The last one would be Aikinesis. The last one would be Aikinesis time because Aikin is the most strong-headed. So I think just out of anger of what that higher ups are doing and how they're using the government to play games, I think Aikin will end up turning with the last stage.
Who's swimming?
But
Luffy?
I couldn't even hear. What was you saying? I couldn't even hear what dude is saying.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I said I think Aikin will be the last one to turn at that stage because of how he views what the Celestial Dragons and Emu and that are using the world government to
So
do.
you think
To be,
what? So
to
you
become
think all of
pure
them are gonna
civilized.
turn?
Yeah, all of them. I think it has to happen because of how strong Emu will be, or how strong I think they
If
will
they
make him
turn,
be.
yeah.
That's bad. I think that's bad.
I think they all have to. The world will turn on its head
What? Are you trying to say the
What?
admirals
Are you
need
trying to
are
say
gonna
that
turn?
admirals are going to turn?
at some point. Not saying that. Not saying like.
That's overkill.
Just wait. I
That's
always
overkill, man. That's
hate.
bad.
Just wait. I always
I'd
hate the.
prefer for them to stay where they are, fam.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
yeah. The only admirals that I could see maybe having confliction and standing down is Kizaru and Fujitora. Greenball and Akane are on smoke.
Defo not Greenball and a Kaini.
They're on
that's what.
smoke.
That's what I'm saying. Hear me out. Hear me out. I always hate it when people attain it to, oh, they must go on Luffy's side. Luffy's side, like Luffy's side is the
No, not
only side.
Luffy's side, but I don't even see them
Just
standing
wait.
down. Akane just
That's
wants
what
It,
to
I'm
it,
keep
saying.
it
Just
Pirate
would
wait.
be
dead no
Luffy's
matter.
side because
It wouldn't be. It would just
if
be.
they
It
denounce
would.
the world government, yeah,
You're
off
joining the pirates.
off an interaction with Luffy, yeah,
It's not though.
they're gonna be associated with
It's
Luffy.
it's
When
That's
basically
Big
what.
News
Luffy. It's
Morgans
basically
comes,
Luffy versus everyone else.
if Big News Morgans was to come and see Kizaru help Luffy, that's it. He's gonna
Yeah,
be the
Kizaru's
world's
done.
gonna know him
The
as a
Kizaru's
way I
Luffy
done.
guy.
see it,
Okay,
like the
wait.
way I see it, if they
Firstly,
denounce the world government, it's basically they're on Luffy's side. It's Luffy versus everyone
Facts,
else.
Just
literally.
wait. Just
Final
everyone just
saga.
stop talking over each other. Just wait. Chill. I'm saying the point I made was that they all turn at different stages, but it doesn't have to have anything to do with Luffy. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
But
it's
the thing is, it doesn't. Even if it doesn't have to do with
finish
Luffy,
the point,
if
bro.
you're not with the admirals, if you're not with the world government, you're basically with Luffy.
No,
Because
you're
it's Luffy
not. That's
versus
what
the
I'm
world.
saying. No, you're
Yeah.
not. No, it's not.
It's
It's
Luffy
not.
versus the world.
Are the,
It's
are,
Luffy's
are the,
story. It's
Right
Robbie.
now, yeah,
are the
it's
Revolutionary
literally
Army?
Luffy. It's Luffy versus the Luffy versus basically it's the Yonko, including Cross Guild somehow, plus versus the world. It's the Yonko versus the
Bro,
world going into this final saga.
bro. Are the Revolutionary Army with Luffy?
No, but
Luffy, yes. No,
So,
they're
so,
basically
so, so,
associated with
so,
Luffy.
they're not. Yeah,
so
but because of who their leaders are, if there
you
was
guys are saying, you
okay,
guys are
because of
saying
who
the
their
same
leaders
thing.
are, they would never
I'm
fight,
talking
and
about.
if and they
I'm
both
talking.
have a common enemy.
You guys are saying
sitting with Luffy.
association. You
Yeah.
guys are saying
The
association.
revolutionaries and the
No,
Straw Hats are not clicked up, but they might as well be. Because if they ever interact, our leader with the Straw Hats is Luffy, the
but it's
revolutionaries
not.
is his dad, Sabo is
But it's
there
not fine.
in the
No, so
middle.
that's the
That
thing.
knows
No,
both
so
of them.
I'm not gonna lie. I
They
feel
might as
like
Basically, the
well
whole
be
thing is
allies.
just
so.
They might
So
as well be
I
allies.
yeah,
If
I hear what you're
No, it's
saying.
not. Stop.
that
They're
doesn't
not
even have
one,
to
but
be
they are.
agreed upon. They're
They're
already
not
allies.
one, but they are one. You got to think the Revolution
Hello.
Armies. They're three main leaders: Sabo,
You might have
Luffy's
just started
brother;
over each
Dragon,
other.
Luffy's dad;
His dad, fam.
and then you got
And
Ivankov,
and then Luffy leads the
the man
Straw
that trained
Hats.
Sanji.
I'll wait till I can finish the point.
Oh,
So yeah,
Ivankov, yeah.
yeah, the man that trained Sanji in it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So and where did Robin go for her 2 years training?
yeah, the
They're
Revolutionary Army.
clicked up. It's done.
So yeah, so I feel like when the war happens, it's the Straw Hats Revolution Army are gonna basically become one and fight
is it
as
not?
one,
Is
but
it
they're
not
gonna
the
be
enemy of my
separate.
enemy is my friend? Like type of thing. Like
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
government
but
is
it's
everyone's enemy.
but I feel like it's deeper
You
than
might
that
have
because
just talking
also
over each other.
there's family bloodlines.
You
yeah,
might
of
have literally just
course.
talking over
And
each other.
forget the bloodline. Yeah, you have Luffy, who is gonna because Luffy's basically the freedom fighter for the world. Yeah, he's gonna end up fighting the world government, who are the ultimate freedom stealers. And then you
Yeah,
have Dragon, who set out practically, yeah, on a Che Guevara thing, where he's actually out here just trying to take down the world government. So when the prophecy child Luffy's at the point where he's ready to fight them, Dragon's pulling up too, because that's his actual goal. So yeah, they're basically clicked up. Robin was there. Robin knows Dragon. Sabo, Koala, like we're here.
There are a bunch of different factions, but if you're not with the world government, you're basically with Luffy. It's as simple as that.
Going
You
into
might
the
have just
end, yeah.
talking over each
Or
other.
or with Blackbeard, or with Blackbeard. Like the real only factions, yeah, going into the
True,
final saga
true,
that have plot armor is Emu's team, Luffy's team, and Blackbeard's team. Even my guy
true.
Shanks, yeah, Shanks don't have plot armor going into this final saga. Shanks can get bodied. It's peak.
It's true.
I don't agree.
yeah,
The
no, but
Blackbeard pirates, though, the
The
clout.
way I see it, is it's like I Kwame, you're trying to say that there's different factions, and then if you denounce the world government, but they are really it's the Straw Hats are the main
Bro,
no,
characters.
I
If you're
actually
not
agree
with
with Kwame.
I
but
haven't
if you're
even
not
finished
with
my
the
point.
world government, the
You
Straw
might have
Hats
just talking.
basically.
You might have just talking over each other. I haven't even
We're
finished the
not
point.
talking over each other. We're saying we're all agreeing with each other. We're all saying that if you're
Yes,
basically not with the
but I
world
haven't
government, you're
finished the
basically with
point.
Luffy.
No, let
But
Kwame finish the rest of his point.
I haven't finished the point, so I don't know what you're replying to about telling me all factions are together. I haven't finished the point. My point isn't that all factions are separate. Because you're talking about a different point. That's what I'm saying. I literally started to say all I started on was my point of why the admirals will turn against themselves. I'm not talking about the admirals joining Luffy's side. That's not what I'm talking about. If that's you man are saying if you're against Emu, then you're with Luffy. Yeah, what you do might benefit Luffy or benefit the team or whatever it is. But that's not my point. I'm not talking about somebody joining crew. Even the whole point about Bonnie and the pacifista joining Luffy's crew, for me, that's dead. That's not gonna happen. That's not what I want to happen, kind of thing. My point is with the admirals initially first, is that at first we saw Aokiji have be conflicted and turn against the world government. At no point of since Aokiji has turned against the world government has he done anything to benefit Luffy. Nothing. At no point in which Blackbeard being against the world government has that done anything to benefit Luffy.
No,
Nothing.
I hear what you're
Yeah,
At
saying.
no
that would, true,
So,
true.
so
Daryl did
Kwame,
say that
so
apart
let
Yeah,
me
but I
Blackbeard
finish.
said
doesn't
there's
count
three
as well.
Let,
teams. It's either
Yeah, he did
Blackbeard,
say Blackbeard.
Luffy, or Emu's team that you're on.
so
So
no, but what
yeah,
I
he didn't
prove,
benefit Luffy, but he's benefited Blackbeard.
no,
He's
no.
on
but
one
So
of
what,
them final saga
what
teams.
I feel like
okay,
Kwame's
but
trying
I
to say
haven't
is,
finished. Let
go
me
on, go
finish
on,
the
go on.
point. That's what I'm
He's
saying.
trying to make it Luffy specific, but there's other factions with plot armor
It's not
in this final
no,
saga, which is what I'm saying.
it's not Luffy. I'm saying it's not Luffy specific. That's not what I'm saying. It's
That is what you were
individual.
saying. You said Aokiji has not benefited Luffy. No, he's
That
benefited
that
Blackbeard.
But he's doing that
that
to
was
counteract what you lot were saying. He
that
hasn't
was in
finished his point.
response to you guys telling me that everybody is basically if you're against Emu, then you're going to be siding with Luffy basically the three factions.
Nah, I said Luffy or Blackbeard. I didn't say just
Yeah,
Luffy.
But I
Luffy
don't.
or Blackbeard, I'm saying, but either faction isn't my point. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying
Yeah,
whether it benefits Blackbeard or Luffy, that's not the point I'm making. I'm saying
yeah.
the point I'm making is why
It's
I
admirals
feel
against
that
each other.
the admiral will turn on themselves. whether
So
or
do
not it
you?
benefits anybody
Hold
is
on,
an
let me ask him a question.
and
What
fight
does
each other.
admirals? What does
Yeah.
the
So
admirals turning on themselves mean? What does
like
that
like
mean?
so we'll have a Kanyu versus a Koji situation again.
For example, have you guys ever had the thought that the world government could become its own faction trying to take down even? Forget the
I
pirates.
So
can't
The
say.
the
Kwame,
world
do
government,
you?
the world
Forget,
government is Emu.
forget. No, it's
No,
not.
so it's
Yes,
not.
We've
it
established
is.
that
Yes,
already.
it
No,
is.
Yes,
it's
it
not.
literally is.
It
No, it's
is.
The
not.
No,
Marines,
I know what he's saying.
the
I know what he's
Marines
saying. I
are
know
the
what he's
Marines.
saying.
The world government is Emu.
Okay,
That
okay,
is
the
Emu.
Marines. Okay, the Marines. Have you ever thought
Yeah,
about the
rephrase
Marines
that.
turning?
I said
Okay,
Okay, okay,
okay.
okay,
Have you ever
okay.
thought
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
Marines
So
becoming its own faction? No one's
so
ever thought about that. No one's
yeah.
ever
So
thought outside
Kwame,
the box with that.
do you think the Marines might split into two factions where you have no Marines and then you have Sword?
I'm saying, listen to just let me finish my point and you understand it. First, RPG, cool. Because of his connection to Saul and Robin and O'Hara, he was conflicted. He stayed with the Marines up until the point of the war, whatever, till he said, okay, the only way he's gonna stick with the Marines is if he can run it. I can beat him. He lost his leg. He couldn't do it no more. He decided to leave. Alki's out of the picture. They had to get new admirals in. Fair enough. Alki's conflicted. He's out. Fujitora is still with them. Fujitora was conflicted at Dressrosa. He's aided Luffy. He's already shown his affinity to doing what's right or whatever. He's basically out in the sense of if Imu gives a command to the Marines, it's not solidified 100% that Fujitora is going to follow that command. He's going to do what he wants. Like John said earlier, he blinded himself because he didn't want to see the wrongness in the world and all that kind of thing. Fair enough. Fujitora's out. Green Bull is following Aikini. His idol is Aikini. Put Green Bull on the shelf for now. Kizaru, we're seeing Kizaru's confliction right here because of his affinity towards Bonnie, Vegapunk, and Kuma, another set of three people. Um,
fam, you could have
Kizaru,
just said there's gonna be a split within the Marines.
but that's not my point. So why would I say that?
That's basically what you're describing.
No, it's not.
You're talking about people being on certain sides.
No, I'm talking about people turning against the Marines because of what they've been
People
being
within the
exposed
Marines being
and
conflicted and splitting and turning sides within the Marines. Same thing.
only admirals, the strongest power of the Marines, and the people that actually come out to do this job. It's not the same as everyone.
What
Yeah,
the
The
hell?
hell is that?
but it's not the same as I'm not talking about internal conflict in the Marines. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about eventually all the admirals, the highest level of the Marines, will say, listen, we're not doing this anymore. This is the direction we're moving in together. Not about there being a split and internal conflict in the Marines. That's not what
They're
I'm
not
talking
all going to
about.
be on the same side. Fujitora and Greenbull are too different for them to all be on the
I'm
same
expl-
side.
I am explaining to you how it's going to happen, but you keep
Yeah,
interjecting.
yeah,
That's the
but what
point.
you're explaining is a split. I don't need for you to explain to me how it's going to happen. The concept of what you're saying is a split. Like,
But it's
we get it.
not. How is it a split if they're all together in the same decision?
Because they have different views. Whatever
But it's the
happens
same
in the
view.
Marines,
But I'm explaining to you.
if anything happens, Fujitora and Greenbull are not going to be on the same side, right? So it's a split.
I'm about to explain to you how they will be. That's the point. You won't let me finish. I'm trying to say that for like 15 minutes.
Catch talking.
Hey man, but you can't. Hey bro, you can't have 10 minutes
Man,
of
just
talking,
holding up
bro.
the thing, just talking.
I haven't had 10 minutes of talking. That's the point.
Yeah, I'm not trying to give you 10 minutes of talking, bro.
Okay, but at least give me two
Bit
because
quicker with your
I haven't
points.
finished the same point. My point, I'll wrap it up, is now this is it. We're taking down the king of the world.
And then you're telling me Akainu, who
And,
has
and
plot
Google
theories and
and
all these things with
and
Sabo and
Green will
Luffy
get.
still on the table, you're telling me he's gonna
But
turn and try and fight Emu
pause.
instead. That's what you think's
But
gonna
pause
happen.
there. I'm saying pause there. Even if he doesn't, pause there. But from what I've just said, can you not see Fujitora and Greenbull on the same side in that? Or Greenbull following
No,
Aikid
No, no,
and
no,
no.
Fujitora fighting
literally
for
no.
justice? Oh, then I'm wrong. We'll see. That's my only point. My only point is at some point all the admirals will turn against the world government.
I can't see Ike turning.
There's
And
there's
even if
too
he
much
does, he's fighting by himself.
there's too much riding on Sabo or Luffy fighting
Green
him for him to try turn and think he's only fighting the government.
He can still, but that's why I don't like all these YouTube theories because it's not one or
You're
the
the
other.
ones that's watching them.
I only watch one person. Yeah, I only watch one person. I'm
And the
saying
thing is about
I don't like the
you're saying
rubbish
YouTube
theories of
theories,
oh
but it's just theories. It's not because they're on you. It's just theories.
no, but I mean
It's-
YouTube theories since just before Egghead, just before Egghead, um Oda has literally brought in like this whole kind of a multi action kind of plan of like things are happening on different islands simultaneously, from the Reverie to Egghead to where Law and Blackbeard had their fight to Kid and Shanks. Things are happening at the same time in like 6 islands at once. So it's nothing that's decided or going to be straightforward from here. So even the giants coming to the island now, from everyone for the last 20 chapters, everyone's like, yeah, let's hurry up with one. I can't wait to get to Elbaf. We got to Egghead. Now Elbaf came to us. It's like it's not gonna be straightforward like that. You gotta think outside the box, bro. Nothing. All this thing where you're thinking like, okay, cool. Anyone that's against Emu, eventually they're gonna start liking Luffy, and then they're gonna be like 100,000 versus
no,
20,000.
I never said that they're on Luffy's side, but the way I'm saying, if you're basically not with the world government, you're basically on Luffy's side, but not necessarily mean you're on Luffy's side because the goal is it's going to end up being the same. It's basically the end taking out
what
the
you're
world government.
doing, what you're doing might benefit Luffy eventually, but you're not on it. I'm saying
No,
it's not.
but I never said, no one ever, I never said that, yeah, these men are on Luffy's side, but basically, if you're not on the
You
world
did.
government side, you're basically on Luffy's side indirectly.
Yeah, you're saying that now. You just said it again. I'm saying I'm just disagreeing with what you're saying. You're saying that you're basically on Luffy's side. I'm saying no. It's just a disagreement. I'm just saying that what you're doing might benefit Luffy, but if you see Luffy like Aikinu, if Aikinu sees Luffy, it's not like oh yeah like okay well I'm gonna ignore it. No, he's still gonna go and try and take Straw Hat's head. That's what I think personally. I think if it's on a warfront battle and Aikinu going at Emu like I'm thinking predicting in the theory, Aikinu and the admirals are saying, okay, cool, let's pattern the Marines how we want to pattern it. Aikinu is still fleet admiral. I can still have Aokiji, Kizaru, and Fujitora as the main admirals. Green Bull will be like a sub admiral, whatever, following Aikinu like a little lackey. Whatever it is, however it pans out. But no, I don't think it's gonna now turn into a thing of oh like Whitebeard is like, okay, well, we'll still carry on with our war, whatever they're gonna do on that side. Fine. No, it can be a three-way war. It can be Emu has to fight two fronts. It could be Aiken has to fight two fronts. Luffy has to fight two fronts. That's why they've given Luffy a grand fleet. It's not because oh yeah, we just need 100,000 people for nothing. It's gonna be chaos. That's what I think anyway.
I still think it benefits Luffy indirectly. If you're not on the world government side, you're
I'm
basically
agreeing.
indirectly with Luffy.
That's where I'm disagreeing. It's your wording. I'm saying, yes, what you're doing might indirectly benefit Luffy,
So what's the
but
problem?
because I'm telling you, no, you're not on
Going in
Luffy's side.
circles, fam.
You keep saying that you're basically on Luffy's side. I'm just saying, no, you're not.
No.
It
I
doesn't mean
said
that.
no. I'm not saying that on Luffy's side. I basically saying if you're not with the world government, you're basically indirectly with Luffy.
And I'm
There's
and I'm
nothing
saying,
more, nothing less to it.
and I'm just saying, no, you're not. That's all I'm saying. We can move on. I'm just saying, you're saying you're based on Luffy's side. I get what you mean in terms of you assist what you're doing, help what you're doing
Fam,
indirectly helps
John
Luffy.
John is
I
saying
get what you're
John
saying,
is
but
saying
I'm
that
saying
if you
it doesn't mean
defect
that you're
from the
indirectly.
Marines, yeah, in a way you've helped Luffy, and you're
I
saying
get that.
that wait, but and then you're saying that if Akainu was to defect from the Marines, it doesn't mean that he's still not onto
So
pirates.
yeah,
So we
so
get both
Yeah.
points. Like when you man's
Yeah,
just
and I'm saying we
talking,
can move on. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we can move on. So I'm saying I just don't agree that it means that okay, just because what
no,
you do
defense from Marines don't
indirectly
mean they're
benefits
helping
Luffy.
Luffy because it don't mean they're gonna let Luffy do what he wants. They still might want to run the fade with Luffy.
That's
but
what I'm
you've
saying.
weakened the
Everyone, yeah,
organization that
of
Luffy is
course,
up against, so
exactly,
you still do benefit
exactly.
him.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
saying
so
I'm
John's right as
agreeing with
well.
that.
Like,
That's what I just said. I said I agree with that. It's the wording I don't agree with. That's what I'm saying.
boy,
I'll let you to chat to you.
Dara said that took too long.
Take Kwame's mic away from me, man.
Just tell you're supposed to say your bestie on Luffy's side.
Hey, we haven't spoken about your boy Nora and the whole Lucci saga because I want to
Nah,
hear from you niggas because you know me, yeah. I actually
I
am
said
an
what I had to
anomaly
say.
where I actually rate Lucci. So to me, I'm not shocked that he's
And I
like he's
rate
not.
Lucci more than you guys because don't forget for the top 30,
Fam,
I
I
like
no
put
it.
Lucci
one
the
rates
highest.
Lucci. Like people are
I like it.
upset. People are upset
I'd
that
say Zoro should have been and done and been like gotten his way, like
Nah,
lost.
why?
nah, I can't lie. I like it. I like it.
Wait, so
Yeah.
what did you want? So you lot really thought that Zoro's gonna come here, one shishi son and that's it? Like it's over.
Nah,
Nah,
obviously, I knew it'd be a fight in that, but from Zoro, why are you using two swords? From use your three swords, go full
He
power,
was
done it and
using
go.
them. It wasn't
nah,
He
he was using
wasn't
working.
go.
them. He was. He dropped. I think he dropped one. He dropped one to show
No, no,
me.
You're
no.
putting too
Lucci
much
made him
stock in
drop
the
it.
free sorting. You're putting
He's
too much
tired,
stock in the
man.
free sorting, man.
Zoro's tired, bro. You might have to clock
He's
it.
sweating.
Zoro just
He was
came
huffing
from
and puffing.
one.
Yeah, but
Zoro
so
just
is
came from
Lucci.
one.
That boy got asthma.
But I'm
Lucci's
like,
supposed to
but
be the bomb, though, right? Lucci's
yeah,
supposed to be the bomb. Zoro's
but
supposed
that's
to
what
be
I'm
the
saying
fucking
though.
top
Like
10 in the reverse.
Lucci is not King's levels. Like,
Exactly,
so
but he's
why
still
are you
here.
taking so long?
But he's still here because he's that guy. Like,
I
Like
mean,
maybe he's between
that's
King and
taking.
Queen, but
Like I asked in the chat, is it ratings of Zoro or is it ratings on Lucci?
His ratings on Lucci.
it's
I think
in
it's
this
ratings
day
of
and
Zoro.
age,
both.
in this day and age where everyone loves to slander people, the way the community is taking it is
They
that
should
it's an
start
L on
Zoro.
Zoro. They're taking it that it's an L on Zoro. But if you
And that's
actually
why I
rate
don't lie.
Lucci, yeah, if you rate Lucci, you understand that he was never gonna just get smoked by this guy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, no.
he
There's
got
no.
smoked. He got smoked by Luffy because that's Luffy. Zoro's
That's
not
what I was gonna
Luffy.
say. That's what I was gonna say. There's no one. Always hated it when people put Luffy and Zoro so close together, like say they're the same
Oh, don't
thing.
get me started on them, man.
Always,
What?
always
Don't get
hated
me
What
that.
is?
started. People forget, yeah. You know, even
It's
just before you carry
so
on, yeah, just
wavy.
a
It's
small
wavy.
Lucci point. People forget in Water 7, yeah, the gap between
Kick
Lucci
them
and Zoro
out the
was so
city.
fam. He kicked man's out
It,
the city.
yeah.
With one kick, he kicked Zoro
Nah,
out the city. But you want Zoro
the
to just
gap.
wipe the floor with him now?
Yeah, no, the
No, he
gap
got stronger
between
too. He's awakened now. He's a
no,
guy.
that's what I was gonna say. The reason I'm even giving Zoro rate. I'm even giving Zoro like 2% ratings for this because Zoro just came from one, and Zoro's been half dead for time.
Facts.
From
Fam, Zoro nearly died on the rooftop, fam.
even using that sword is killing man. So even just actually being able to fight with Lucci and he's awakened. It's not even like something little. My man's awakened, you know. So it's like it's not even just like something like a little thing.
An awakened
So
Rokushiki user.
How
it's an
many times
awakened.
did I used to tell my man that, like, look, I know you want Zoro to be close to Luffy, but he's closer to Sanji than he is to Luffy. Why does no one want to
Yeah,
accept this?
Because it's not
Because
cool.
chill,
Because it's
chill,
not
nah,
chill,
but
chill.
cool. Because they
because we
want him
don't
to
rate
Why
be
are you
LG.
because why are you
facts.
bringing up Sanji's
Because it's
name?
not glamorous. That's why to
Let's
them
not
it's not glamorous. But the thing that they need to deep, yeah, is that Luffy's gonna be the pirate king and the savior of the world, fam.
Yeah, but
No one's gonna
Zoro's
be
gonna be
close
the
to him.
strongest swordsman.
Mm, I,
wait, hold on,
for
hold on.
me, I rate the guy that done it first. So for me, I'm team Ryuma, but that's you, man, isn't it?
Yeah, but apparently Zoro's meant to be the next Ryuma. Ryuma's descendant. He'd even
No, but
designed as
Ryuma's the
Ryuma.
original. So
Yeah,
like,
but
Now,
Zoro's
I
even
fuck with
designed
Ryuma
as
more.
Ryuma. He's even
That's just
designed
me
as
though.
Ryuma's copy. This
now, but
one eye, green
we're
hair,
kind of
everything.
But the original better than the
we're kind
knockoff.
of we're,
You
listen,
get it? So it's like,
we're kind of glossing over something though. Did you man? I think maybe because I just got into the chapter recently, you know. But you man see Kuma's known that Luffy was NiKa for time, you know.
yeah, he
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much
he
did.
did. He figured it
Kuma's known
out.
since
Hold on,
Saturday, bro.
what is it?
He had a
Is it in the
feeling
last
that
chapter?
Luffy
They
was
said it in the
Nika.
last
Not
chapter.
It
the
was
last
in
couple
I
chapters,
read
I read the
like two
last
I
chapters
read
ago.
chapter.
yes,
The
it should be
chapter where he went back to
107.
Luffy's village when he was like 15 or
Yeah,
something.
it should be
Yeah, he was
110.
there.
Did he
It should be
say?
107.
What did he? Like, how is this confirmed? Like, tell me confirmed. Like,
So
is
like
that confirmed? I know that Luffy's Nico.
it's confirmed because in the chapter I must have I think 1107. He must have when it's basically Oda's basically running through the Luffy's journey from Kuma's side, isn't it? So
Yeah, because
Kuma
Kuma's
talking
been watching
to
Luffy.
Dragon, and Dragon was like, "Oh, who's in charge of Logtown?" And he told him Smoker. When he told him Smoker, then that kind of encapsulates. Okay, that's how Dragon now got to Logtown and did the win thing. So it's confirmed fully. That was Dragon that stopped Smoker and whatever.
Yeah.
And then after that point, now they've gone forward, and Luffy's done something else. So the Arlong pirates. Luffy's taken down Arlong, and then Kuma seeing that, and he's like, "Oh, what? Hold on." He brought the news back, and he's like, "Oh, how did that man like defeat Arlong?" Luffy's bounty is now 30 million. Cool. And then the next time now, they were doing something, and Kuma was on Saturday, and he's heard no, he was somewhere, and he's heard, "Oh, rah, someone's punched Charles." And then when he's gone there and he's clocked, he's like, "Oh, rah, it's the same crew." He's now Kuma's talking to himself, and he's like, "Oh, this hasn't happened for hundreds and hundreds of years. That this is it's basically treason. This is not like how they do this or
Fast forward a
whatever."
little bit. Fast forward a little bit.
Yeah. So all in all, he's basically now when he's sending them away, he slapped Zoro first, and then he's like talking to himself as he's slapping them, and he's like, "Yeah, sorry, I had to do this." And
Yeah, but
then
you can
he's fast
Like
forward. No,
fast forward. I need to know like
yeah,
where's the confirmation that he knows he's like NiKa? Like what does he say?
yeah, 117. When he
It's
gets
basically because of their
when he,
acts, innit? So
yeah,
yeah,
when he
because of
of
gets
what
Luffy's
to
Luffy was
actions,
on, he
he
realized,
never
oh,
confirmed. He never
when he gets
confirmed,
to,
but he had the feeling that
he
Luffy
did,
was
he
Nika.
confirmed.
yeah,
When
like
he
if
got,
anything,
I'll
the
bring up
same
the
way
chapter.
Shanks bet on Luffy,
Nah,
Kuma would have bet on Luffy.
he
Because you got to think,
confirmed it, bro.
he also confirms that he purposely sent all of them to places for training.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
Yeah,
he confirmed it
and
because
he protected the ship.
from
Yeah,
Saturday when he was slapping them, he said, "Cool, you man ain't ready basically for the new world." He slapped all of them, and then they got to Gecko Moria's island bit when Zoro was taking the pain. When Zoro was taking his pain, he's like, "Okay, cool. This could be even enough to knock me out or whatever.
All
I
right.
absorb it."
Based off what all you
And then
man
he
are
said,
saying, sorry to cut you. Based off what all you
hmm,
man are saying, there's no confirmation that he knows he's
no.
NiKa. But what it sounds like, I'm betting that Luffy is the chosen one, but that's not
"Bro,
confirmation that he's NiKa.
I'll bring up
No,
the
no,
chapter.
no. He didn't flat
He
out
said it
right say,
verbatim.
"Oh, he's Nika."
He said it verbatim, man. You're gonna
What did he
listen.
say? That's what I'm saying. What did he say?
I'll go back to the chapter. I'm explaining
You're
it for.
bro. I
I'll
let you
explain it for
talk for
you. For
5 minutes, bro.
it wasn't 5 minutes. You can't count.
Bro, I'm just saying. Fast forward. Tell me where he says that Luffy is Nika, and
I'm going
from
to
what
the
I can
chapter
hear,
now, but
from what I can
I
hear,
said it's not good
it
for
just sounds like
viewership,
I'm betting. I'm betting Luffy may be the chosen one,
and I'm
Yeah,
but he's
but it
not
telling
was
saying he's
you,
based on
Nika.
his acts, innit? Like it's based on how he's moving. He was
That
moving
doesn't
like a
sound like
warrior of
confirmation.
liberation by default. That's
he
why
said it
Kuma
verbatim.
was saying that.
It sounds like someone said it just now. It sounds similar to what Shanks done with Luffy. He's betted on Luffy, but that's not confirmation.
It's not confirmation, but
But he's
it's
betting.
better
He's
for it to
betting.
be his bet because what's it called? These people don't know everything.
Yeah,
So
it's a bet.
yeah, but it's a good bet. It's the right bet. It's the
It
winning
is the
bet.
right bet.
Yeah.
It's a winning bet, but it's not confirmed. As
Yeah,
far as
but
the only people who confirmed that this is Nika are the Gorosei and Emu. No
And
one else.
Bonnie.
And
and
probably
Saturn.
Bonnie.
No,
And yeah,
Bonnie
like I
said
said,
Nika. That's why
like I
when
said, the
Bonnie said
Gorosei.
Nika, Luffy said, "Who's that?"
Mm.
So Bonnie was the
Only
first one to refer to
confirmation.
Luffy as Nika
So
to Luffy.
1 second.
only actual confirmation is actually the Gorosei and Emu. Everyone else is just betting.
No, but it's Bonnie betting because she called Luffy Nika.
Nah,
No,
forget
Bonnie's
Bonnie,
not
man.
betting. She
Like,
knows
who cares?
verbatim. She knows
Alright,
verbatim.
her as well.
Because
Her as well.
yeah, I
If
think they
Bonnie
can
knows
hear the drum
verbatim,
beat as well.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, they can hear his heart. His heart is actually
Yeah, so
beating like
that's
the
how
drum.
Bonnie
They
would
can
know.
hear it.
I don't know how you can say that Kuma knows that Luffy is Niku. He's never even seen Gear 5. The guy is still a robot.
Yeah,
it's
but
not. It's
no.
because of
What
his
you're not
acts. He
getting
said
is
this must
No,
be
no,
what
Nika.
he
I get what you're
knows.
saying. I get what you're saying, but it's not confirmed. Saying confirmed is a strong word. I'm betting that he's Nika.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
pull
but
up.
that's all it was, is that it's a
I'm
bet. I didn't
on
say
my
he
phone now.
confirmed it.
I'll pull up the chapter.
Hey, I'm talking to Kwame. He said confirmed.
Yeah,
It's a fact. It's not a
Okay.
fact.
I'm saying.
It's not a fact.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Don't do
I'm
that.
saying. I'm saying, yeah, this man followed Luffy through different acts and verbatim
Hey,
said, "This is
brother. I need
Nika."
cold hard facts. Where did he say that
Bro, go
Luffy
read your
is
chapters,
Nika,
bro.
bro?
Why you telling me to do your
You're talking
research?
about chapters.
I'm putting it
Tell
up
me,
now.
brother.
I'm putting it up
You're
now.
you're
I'm putting it up
checking.
now. I'm putting it up now.
As far as we know, he hasn't even seen Luffy in Gear 5. He's just betting that
Just
he's the chosen one.
Yeah, but
how
yeah,
would
but
how would
that's what
I'm
it
not
is,
saying
though.
no. I'm not saying you guys are wrong.
Kuma's
I'm
never
talking
seen Nika?
specifically. I'm talking specifically to Kwame that he said that Luffy Kuma has confirmed that Luffy is Nika, and
Can
I'm
you hear
saying
yourself?
he's not. He's not said he is Nika. He's just betting that he's the chosen one.
Can you, bro? Can you hear yourself? You're asking me how can he say that without seeing Gear 5 when Kuma doesn't even know what Nika looks like? So how would Gear 5 make a difference? What you're saying doesn't make sense. You can't, like, I'll pull up the
That
chapter
is,
where he
okay,
says it.
okay, that
One
is a good
second.
point, but it
No, no,
doesn't.
no, no, don't tell me I got good points.
That's a good.
Don't tell me I got
No,
good
no,
points.
that's true.
Don't
That's
tell me I
true.
got no good
That's true.
points.
That's true. No, no,
No,
no.
no, no, no.
If
Keep
I
your
can,
points.
if I can admit, if
I'll
I
pull
can,
up the
no, no.
chapter.
If
I will
I
pull
can
up the
admit
chapter.
I'm wrong about that, please just admit that Kuma has never said that Luffy is Nika. He's
I'm
betting.
telling you, bro, I'm telling you, I read 5 chapters before this call.
Tell
And I'm telling
me,
you,
tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. It's been 10
I'm
minutes.
bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. One
What we
second.
should be talking about right now is why Oda is a dead writer and why he set up
Where,
Sanji to
fam,
fail.
where's oh man?
Oh, no,
Do
I
you know what
think
gets me mad about that? Yeah, you know the fact that this guy has a death message on cue. That means that he was gonna die
He's going
anyway.
to die
And
anyway.
if he
Sanji
was
was a
gonna
fall
die
guy. He just wanted to
anyway,
embarrass Sanji.
he just wanted to embarrass the character, fam. He's an evil
Now, what
guy,
is the
fam.
point?
Do you know what the point is? The point is, he saw how we were talking
okay,
shit in
see,
the
see,
week. Oda
I
has
found
put
it.
us.
I found it. I found it. Shut up, Everyone shut up, yeah. I'm
You
gonna read
shut
three
up,
panels.
fam.
Okay, shut up. I'm gonna read 2 panels, yeah. Cool. When Kuma was about to be put
That noise
in
in the
when
background. Let Kwame spit his thing without any interruption.
That's so nice. Okay, cool. So when Kuma was in the machine and Vegapunk was they were literally having their last words to each other, and Vegapunk and he asked Vegapunk as his last wish, can you give my final command to protect the ship? So Vegapunk has said it's looking like your first assignment will be a battle with the Whitebeard pirates. I've been asked to prepare a battalion of your clone soldiers for that too. Kuma says, once that's over and done with, there's something I'd like you to program me to do. Vegapunk says, protect the ship of the Straw Hats. Dot dot dot. Kuma says, just until one of them returns, I'd like to be a stubborn
Raid
guardian.
me the panel, please.
Bro. You have narration, no patience, or do you want to go back to
No,
English,
I
bro?
don't, man.
Okay. Kuma says, since I won't be able to witness their continued growth, yeah, cool. Vegapunk says, what kind of future are you dreaming up for that boy? Hear the lines. Vegapunk said, what kind of future are you dreaming up for that boy? Kuma says, his actions have really moved me after going through the whole thing and holding his wanted poster of 300 million. Kuma says, I know NiKa is meant to be a legend, but it would be great if there really was a warrior out there putting smiles on faces using the rhythm of liberation, the rhythm I taught Bonnie. And if there is a hero out there that will change these seas one day, I believe it will be him. And then Vegapunk says, a revolutionary placing their hopes on a pirate, eh? You're backing quite the dark horse. Wait, Kuma says, no, Vegapunk says, that unorthodox thinking is proof of your humanity. So since that point, he said, this is going to be NiKa. Literally, big
You're
panel.
saying
I have
this is
three.
going to be Nika like his name is
No,
Oda.
you literally just described that he bet on him. He literally
See,
just
see, see,
described that he
you
bet
see,
on
How,
him.
Stefan, no. He can't confirm anything. He doesn't
how is
have
that?
he doesn't have the knowledge to confirm anything. The
Yeah,
only
but we already
person
knew that, innit? He
and
didn't
you
say
know,
verbatim
The
exactly
knowledge,
that's what
that
I'm trying.
it's
the
No,
knowledge
him.
of that.
He bet on
that's what
him, so it's the same
all I'm
kind of thing,
saying
innit?
because right now what I'm just trying to say it's all I'm trying to say is the only
That it's not
people in the
confirmed. Yeah,
world.
yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
It's not confirmed.
I'm right.
Yeah, okay, like
No,
Okay,
but Kwame's
so
trying to say that no, he said it facts. Like his name's older. His name's older.
okay, so we're saying that years ago somebody has said do this because I know it's gonna be him, but because
Kwame, you literally
they
just
had
read it, fam. The
surrounding
guy
knowledge
said,
that it's
yeah,
not
that
accurate.
based on his actions, he feels like it's him and he wants it to be him. Like, it's his bet. Same way Shanks bet on him. And Shanks bet on him for the same reasons. Well, not
No, no,
actually really for the same reasons, because of what he
how is
said,
it?
not his actions.
That's
Kuma
my
voted
point.
based on his actions.
That's my point because John is telling me, oh, we bet on him the same way Shanks bet on him. How is it the same when Shanks
It's
bet
not
on
the
this
same
man
exact
the
way,
same
but he
20
bet on him.
years old,
He
and
bet
then
on
as opposed to
Shanks
like
bet on
2
him
years
based
ago?
on his words, and Kuma bet on him based on his actions. That's why. Like, it's not.
But based on the
It's not.
actions
It's
of
not that
NiKa,
serious. It's honestly not that serious. All I'm saying is that the only people that can confirm this is NiKa are literally the girls saying.
yeah, because they've seen him. But I'm saying if
That's
someone
all
was to
I'm
say,
saying. That's all I'm saying. Everything else is just I'm betting on it to be him.
first, but I brought up to say it's wild that Kuma said that from back then because from back then there was no indication of it apart from
Yeah,
because
but Kuma had
Everyone
the
knew, but
indication because he was raised by Clap. That's why he
he
could say
knows
that.
and he knows about NiKa. But then you could say the same thing about a lot of people that have come across Luffy, that he's the chosen one. It's just they don't know the story about NiKa. Like
that's my point.
Dr. Correja probably knows the story about NiKa and probably bets that Luffy's probably the person. Like that
Are you
guy
not
obviously doesn't
forgetting
know.
that, John? Are you forgetting that during the war, when Mihawk went to test Luffy's strength, and he even said Luffy has the power to draw people towards him.
Yeah, they're all betting. Luffy is the chosen one. But no
I'm
one knows
saying that
anything about
I'm
NiKa.
saying having I'm saying the difference is having pre-existing knowledge of NiKa makes it more solid.
Yeah. So
That's what
I
I'm
hear
saying.
what Kwame's saying.
I know, but he said
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
bet. Like it's
Having
a fact.
having pre-existing knowledge of Nika and then seeing him act like Nika is why he bet on him. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm saying someone having no pre-existing knowledge of NiKa and seeing Luffy and being inspired by him. That's
Like I said,
different.
what was
That's
saying is
different
not
to
that
someone
much
knowing
different.
exactly
All
what
I'm
NiKa
saying is
is
that the way
and
you're
seeing the
saying
example.
it is like it's a fact. It's not a fact. There's no facts. I'm
I
just
did. I
saying
didn't.
he
I
just
didn't.
bet on him.
If
I
You
didn't
said
say it
anything,
no,
was a
no.
it's
fact.
You
Kuma's
said
theory,
it's
innit?
confirmed.
It's Kuma's
I didn't
theory,
say it
to
was
be
a fact.
honest.
I'm just saying that from back then, Kuma knew that he
No,
was
no, no.
NiKa.
But you said confirmation, right?
I
Confirmation,
said. I
almost
said.
like it's a
I said.
fact.
Yeah. Kuma confirmed that he was NiKa from back then.
He didn't confirm. You didn't
He
confirm
didn't
anything.
confirm that he's Nika. Him confirming that he's Nika is him being some guy that's deciphering what his
That's what I'm
fruit is
saying.
and saying you are Nika. He didn't say you are
That's what
Nika.
he
He said
did.
Nika. He said Nika is XYZ. Him and his crew are acting like XYZ. I hope in the future it could be them. Basically, is what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. But that's not it. That's it.
That's what
That's
you
not what
just
happened.
read.
Okay. First, I'm saying is what you're
Let's get to
describing.
Sanji. Our
You
Hold
elders
on.
just
ahead,
read
right?
the thing
Yeah,
yourself verbatim, and you're
come